Kosovo es el estado más nuevo de Europa, consiguiendo su independencia de Serbia en el año 2008. Kosovo se encuentra en la zona de los Balcanes, rodeado por Macedonia del Norte, Albania, Montenegro y Serbia. Pese a que en la mayoría de Europa es reconocido, hay 5 países en la Unión Europea que no lo reconocen como país independiente: España, Chipre, Rumanía, Eslovaquia y Grecia. La capital de Kosovo es Pristina. Sin embargo, nosotros hemos ido al norte de Kosovo, a Mitrovica, para conocer esta ciudad que está dividida entre 2 nacionalidades, serbios y albaneses. Este puente, cerrado para los vehículos, que solo admite el paso a pie para personas, conecta las 2 comunidades que viven en Mitrovica. En un lado la comunidad serbia, en la cual me encuentro yo ahora, y en otro lado la comunidad albanesa. El puente está custodiado por varios cuerpos policiales diferentes. Tenemos a los carabinieri italianos, que vigilan en los 2 extremos del puente, a la propia policía kosovar. También están los militares de la KFOR, las fuerzas de la OTAN enviadas a Kosovo, y hay varios vehículos de la OSCE que también están presentes en la vigilancia del puente.
Mitrovica was a mixed city in which a lot of different communities lived there. Albanians, Serbians, Bosnians, Turkish community, and Roma and Ashkali community too. They lived together because there was a big factory and a big mine near of Mitrovica, and they worked together in that mine, and it was one of the most modern cities in Kosovo before the war. During the war and after the war, the city was separated in 2 pieces, in the north Mitrovica and in the south of Mitrovica. In the north of Mitrovica, the Serbs decided to live there, and they did some criminal acts against Albanian people that live in the North Mitrovica, and Albanian people were enforced to move in the south, and right now they are not allowed to go back and to live in their houses or in their flats. A lot of people in 22 years after the war, they decided to sell their properties in the north and to try another chance to live in the other part of Kosovo, because this is a problem if you cannot go to your property. You will not have a place to live, and this is one of the biggest problems in that zone. After our country declared the independence, Mitrovica was like one municipality, but we decided to make some small municipalities in our country, in which the country decided to give more rights to the Serbian communities that are living in Kosovo, and this is the reason why Mitrovica was separated in 2 pieces, in the north and in the south, and right now they are acting as 2 municipalities.
Cruzar el río Ibar en un sentido o en otro es cambiar de cultura y da la sensación que se entra en otro país. En el lado serbio, nada hace pensar que uno se encuentra en Kosovo. Todo está escrito en serbo-croata, hay estatuas dedicadas a figuras históricas serbias. La iglesia ortodoxa de la ciudad se encuentra en este lado, e incluso se paga en dinares serbios, como por ejemplo en esta gasolinera. En el lado albanés de la ciudad, la cultura, los personajes a los que se les dedica calles y edificios cambian. Y por supuesto, el cambio cultural también está presente en la religión que se profesa.
El transporte público también vive una particularidad en Mitrovica. Hay 2 estaciones de autobús, las cuales van a diferentes partes del país. Desde esta, en el sur de la ciudad, se viaja a toda la parte sur de Kosovo, mientras que la del norte conecta con la zona norte kosovar y con Serbia. También hay una estación de tren en el norte, desconectada del resto de la red kosovar, y que solo hace el trayecto Belgrado-Mitrovica. Vistas las diferencias entre uno y otro lado, nos preguntamos si es habitual cruzar el puente entre las dos comunidades. Is it normal to cross the bridge or cross to the other side even if it's for work or for study or even if it's just for a walk?
No, it's not normal. People that are living in the south, they are afraid to cross the bridge and to go and to have a coffee in the north, because there are some people that are taking care that if they see that you are an Albanian, they will attack you. This is the reality that is happening there. The same is not happening with Serbs. They can cross the river, they can go and buy in the markets, do shopping, having coffee, eating in restaurants and things like that. But the situation is that people in the south are afraid to go in the north to do the normal life. There are a lot of people that I mentioned before, they cannot go in their houses for 22 years. They are trying to do this, but they are not allowed.
Okay, and that extends to the young people? Young people are also aware of this situation, or?
Of course, everybody is known because in both in both sides of the river, people that are more older, or they are telling the young generation that it is not safe to move in the both sides, and they are closing each other. They are not communicating, and of course they cannot move freely.
En Mitrovica también se encuentran diferencias ideológicas a cada lado del puente. En el lado albanés se respira un ambiente muy cercano a la Unión Europea y a Estados Unidos, como sucede también en el resto de Kosovo. Por el contrario, en el lado serbio se es muy contrario a Occidente. Destacan pintadas en contra de la OTAN y la Unión Europea, y varios murales nacionalistas serbios, en algunos de los cuales también se hace referencia al hermanamiento histórico con Rusia.
There are a lot of problems on that zone because that zone is most of the time being under control of organized crime groups and different groups that are benefiting from the contraband, from the smuggling, and from different activities that are happening in the north of Kosovo. One of the things that we should mention here is that that zone is known for criminal activity, and also as a safe place where criminals that are hiding from Serbia are living there. Because we have a big problem with Serbia, we cannot extradite people that are wanted in Serbia to Serbia because we don't recognize each other, and of course Serbia is not recognizing Kosovo, and they are not extraditing people who committed crime in Kosovo from zones that they are living in Serbia. So North Mitrovica, North Kosovo became a safety place from people who committed murders, who were part of organized crime groups in Serbia, and they are wanted in Serbia, and they came to Kosovo, and they are living freely in that zone. The main activity is smuggling. You can smuggle everything from Serbia and sell it to Kosovo, and after that smuggled in every place of Kosovo. The other activity of criminal is smuggling drugs and using the line from importing drugs from Albania and sending them to Serbia. This organized crime group is doing that. Also money laundering and a safety place for criminals to be hidden there, because nobody will arrest them and extradite to Serbia if they commit a crime there. Of course, we have another issue that it was mentioned in last year. Serbs in the north, they don't pay electricity, and they use that to make that area a mining for bitcoins and things like that in that zone. So it's a huge problem, these mining machines that are being sent there. a problem. Serbia sees the Kosovo as part of their country, and they are giving parallel plates for different cities in Kosovo. If you are living in the North Mitrovica, you can have this place that sees that you get the place in North Mitrovica, but they are places that are the Serbian government is giving to you. And people there, they were enforced to take this kind of plates because they will see as enemies if they take Kosovo plates. And of course, they cannot move freely to Serbia with Kosovo plates. They were a restriction for Kosovo plates to go there. So people decided to take the Serbian plates and to have them. But of course, with this model of Serbian plates, they can just go to Serbia and to move freely in these 4 municipalities. But they cannot cross the river with this kind of place and go in different zones of Kosovo. In different from other places where Serbians live, they are getting the Kosovo plates and they are moving freely.
Okay, so that's what they take
Yeah.
it. En Mitrovica hay iniciativas para disminuir el ambiente de división étnica en la ciudad. Es el caso de la Escuela de Rock de Mitrovica, una ONG creada en 2008 que une a jóvenes de ambos lados en el ámbito de la creación musical.
It is a music school, and we call it a rock school, but it's a pop school. It's all of the genres. They're not really classical music or jazz music, or folk music. So everything from punk to metal or whatever, or pop. So this is the first, especially in that moment, it was the first type of the school in this part of Europe. So this was really interesting and nice for the people. And then the second thing is that most of these people would the students and young people from here wouldn't have a real connection with someone from a community from other part of the city. I mean, there are some other initiatives, of course, and people are doing different stuff, but I think through bands, and especially if we have band, they're working on their own music, they're creating their image as a band, they're creating their songs, and it really means a lot. And when you create something with someone, you connect on way higher level, then your relation becomes a lot more important and a lot more real, so to say. So sometimes you have to not fake it, so you have to express your emotions as you really feel. So because you have to stand behind the work you did as a band, as a musician. So I think this is something that our school offers. I mean, because for our city, it used to be, we would call it a music city. We want to call it that way because there was a lot of music going on before the conflict happened, and so this was something that was usually happening already. A lot of bands, a lot of pop music going around. So after the conflict, there was an idea right away to initiate something like this, but it didn't happen until 2008. It all started with a band camp in Skopje, Macedonia, and this was just a tryout to see if the organization CBM from Mitrovica and Musicians Without Borders from Netherlands came to idea to do this band camp, and then they went to Skopje. They brought some young musicians from north and from south of Mitrovica, which means from different communities, and they tried band camp, and it went super well, surprisingly. So after that, there was an idea to start something like a school. There was similar activities and similar initiatives, not only in music, not in arts, but like through other NGOs and stuff like that, but nothing that would last for a longer time, I would say. And this was definitely something different. And before, I wasn't there in the management in the beginning, of course it was a long time ago, but they started really slow and it started on a lower scale. And this is how we still to this day work. We really take our time with things and we don't push too much, and we just let it grow with us. And I would say now in this moment we are really well received from the communities in both city of both part of the city. We did a concert in Mitrovica with our mixed bands in both north and south part of the city, and this was something that we couldn't imagine like 1 year before that or something like that. So that we managed to do, and that we are managing now to do all of the work that we used to do outside of Kosovo. We used to travel to I don't know, abroad, Netherlands, Macedonia, whatever, to do a band camp or rehearsal of a mixed band. And now most of the things, all of the things are happening here, really. If there is not some exchanges or some band camps organized with other schools that we are doing a lot of different projects. So, but everything that Mitrovica school does, it happens in Mitrovica, which was unimaginable 13 years ago or 5 years ago.
Of course, the situation is changing, and there are huge evidences that people will have a better chance to live in that zone. And of course, we need to take care that the rule of law is being enforced there, and also the local institutions will do their work in helping people for a better life. And if we can take care that this will happen, of course, the communication between two communities is not can be reached, and people can live together with each other. But of course, we need to take care to stop these drivers that are or these narratives that are helping the tensions in that zone, and telling people that they can have a better life, they can have communication, if they have this, they can have this and other things that gives them a better chance for better life. The situation is changing from, if we compare with 2008 or 2011, of course there are signals that people can move more freely right now. They can cooperate with each other more freely right now. They can do more do activities and business also in legal ways, more in much better situation that that it was in 2008 or 2011. Imagine in 2011 there were barricades on the road and you cannot move freely on that time. Right now you can move with your cars and things like that. So I think that there are a lot of chances to make that zone a much better place, much safer place, and of course much perspective place for the people that are living on that zone.
La ciudad muestra la diversidad étnica típica de los Balcanes. Al mismo tiempo, también muestra las tensiones latentes que aún existen por toda la región 30 años después de la caída de Yugoslavia.
Sorprendió durante nuestra visita en Mitrovica la diferencia de vida nocturna en un lado y en otro del río. En el lado albanés había muchos restaurantes y mucho ambiente joven por la noche. En cambio, en el lado serbio no había prácticamente gente por la calle de noche y prácticamente no había restaurantes ni clubs abiertos. Esto nos dio que pensar que podía tener alguna relación con la inseguridad y el crimen organizado que hay en la parte serbia de la ciudad.
El paso de personas de un lado del río a otro era poco, pero no nulo. Durante el día el puente era transitado por algunas personas. De noche, eso sí, nadie cruzaba de un lado a otro del río.